What's up, everyone? This is Jim Davis. I'm going to show you really quickly how we're going to break down the fields in our return to training protocol. As we all know, we are following NSCA and CSCCA guidelines on return to training from a strength and speed and physiological perspective, but we also have to abide by CDC and other national guidelines and local guidelines to make sure that we're keeping athletes safe in the moment and spread out as much as possible. Now, the logistics of running a strength camp while maintaining a 6-foot distance from the people around you, it's challenging, so I'll show you how we're going to do it. This, if you can tell, is a football field broken up into 4 quadrants. This is my sort of lame attempt at a goalpost, so you can have some orientation here. These are 4 quadrants. In each quadrant, there's 1 pod. Okay, so that's kind of a term that's become fairly familiar. A group of 10 or less in each quadrant. Okay, there will never be, you can see 10, 10, 10, 10. There will never be cross-group contamination. That's a tough word, contamination, but there won't be any crossover. This pod won't interact with that pod, won't interact with that pod, won't interact with that pod. This is a self-contained pod and workout zone on the field. There will be 1 coach assigned to that pod, okay, or to that workout group. I'm going to focus on this one right here. I don't know if you can tell in the video, but it goes from G to 45. It's 5, 10, 15, 20. These are this is 5 yards, 10 yards, 15 yards, 20 yards. The yard markers on the sidelines, those are going to be what we call the anchor locations for the athletes. If they've got a bottle of water, a mask, whatever, that's where they would set them, but that's also sort of where they live for the 45 minutes that we're training together. Everything that we do will return to that anchor. Okay? Think about this. If you start at the sideline goal line, run to the numbers and back, run to the hash and back, run to what we're calling the coaching channel, I'll explain that more in a second, and back. You'll always return to the anchor, okay? That's your home base. At home base, you're never less than 5 yards or 15 feet from the next athlete, okay? So we're gonna maintain this spacing throughout the day. All the programs are written up using these markers as distances, okay, and we've calculated the distances. For example, it's about 17.8 yards to the hash, so down and back puts you at about 36. We don't have to worry about that too much, but it's all really well measured out. The coaches, here's where you're going to live. This is the coaching channel, okay? You will be able to walk up and down the coaching channel. We're going to ask you to keep your mask on the whole time, and you're going to be responsible for 1 pod at a time. Now, these coaches might cross over, okay, as they move up and down the channel to coach their kids, but they won't be interacting with the kids in their space, if that makes sense. So coach will be right here. They'll have their script for the day. We will have up in, this is the box up top, someone keeping in the football stadium. They'll have time, they'll hit the buzzer, whatever. They'll alert us that, okay, we're on to the next section. It's been 5 minutes. It's been 5 minutes. Coach will continue on the script. Coach to the best of their ability, which luckily is a very high ability. But again, this is their small coaching environment. It's very manageable, very safe, and hopefully very effective. So if you got questions on this, please feel free to reach out. I'll see you on the field.